Mr. Sakamoto.
Yes.
First of all, how do you pronounce your name?
First name, right? It's hard for the Westerners. Ryuichi.
Okay, Ryuichi.
Ryuichi, yes. But in Japanese, the very not naturally pronouncing like almost L, like Ryuichi. Mm-hmm. But it's sparing R, so it must be Ryuichi. But in Japanese, there's no difference between L and R, so it's almost Ryuichi.
But Sakamoto is Sakamoto.
Sakamoto is easy. Yeah, it's universal.
No, I just
Sakamoto.
wanted to know so I don't pronounce your name in the wrong way.
So I always introduce myself Sakamoto because it's almost impossible for the Westerners to pronounce Ryuichi.
But the right way in Japanese would be to say Sakamoto-san.
Yeah, kind of Mr. Sakamoto. Yeah, Sakamoto-san. Yeah.
Good. Now let's start with the music.
Yes.
First question about this competition. What do you think about the competitors, about the composers and what they did? Just the first impression.
Yeah, impression. Yeah. Well, basically, their music is better than I expected. I think it's well done. Three of them, of course. Those three are a bit different. Here is better than this, or all that. But it's not. It's kind of funny animation film, but it's not easy to make music for this because it's almost like it's like a silent film with sound effects. That's it. There's no dialogue. That means you have to write constantly throughout almost throughout the film. It's a little bit comical, and you need to have a sense of humor. So I think they've done good.
Your own approach to music, to film music. When I listened years ago to Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, later to Little Buddha or Last Emperor, it always seemed to me that you tried to combine two cultures. On one side, the classical European culture of music, on the other extent, the Japanese culture, or let's say the Asian culture's music. What is it true to say that your aim is to combine these both to get one new kind of music, or what is it behind?
Well, it's partially my aim, but also partially the request from the directors, especially for the Last Emperor and Little Buddha. But in between the Last Emperor and Little Buddha, I worked on also the Sheltering Sky, which there's nothing to have the Asian factor in the film. But still, some of my friends told me that there's some kind of Asianness in the music. Some people told me. I don't know why. At that time, I tried to learn and take some elements from the North African music, obviously. But because I'm Asian, I'm from Japan, so maybe you can hear something. Even I didn't have an intention for that, but yeah, that's possible.
I remember a movie, I can't recall the name, except it was Takashi, something like that, where there were 20 minutes of pure you playing piano.
Tony Takitani. Yeah.
And then it stopped.
Right.
What's your approach to movies like that, to do it in that way? Okay, in these 20 minutes, in the first 20 minutes, everything is told. And later on it's just told in a different way. But why just do 20 minutes of pure music with overlays of words and sounds and things like that, and then completely stop of music. What's your approach to film music?
It was, I did something very differently from other films. Normally I make music according to the sequence of the film. Normally I follow the drama, the order of the drama. But for Tony Takitani, I composed, I simply played the piano and then gave those pieces to the director. So it's totally a director's choice. And I didn't expect he used the whole 20 minutes, the long piece of the piano piece. But it's a quite unique way to use the music, in that film. Yes.
But when you approach to films and doing the score, do you aim to compose your kind of music on the picture or under the picture with a subcontext?
Well, I always try to find the kind of a hidden structure. It's not obvious on the surface, on the images, but the hidden or subcontext or whatever you may call it. Yes, I try to do that since the beginning. Since Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. Yeah, that's kind of my passion.
The colors.
Yeah. No, it would be too much to narrate the drama. Only follow the drama. It's boring.
Especially when I listen to your solo works. To me, it's like maybe you could say Zen Buddhism. It's if you meet the Buddha, kill him. So to me, it's like you try to attempt to get rid of all speed, just to be in a very meditative mood and letting the music linger. Or
especially the past 10 years, yes, I have been in that mood somehow. But I will be different maybe tomorrow. Nobody knows, but yes, it's been like that.
When you look at film music at all, Hollywood style, French style, whatever, what would you say? Has film music changed a lot in the last years, or is it gone worse or better?
Well, it's a good question. And just recently, I edited one CD and a book about the music, film music history. So I've been through the beginning, like a beginning of Saint-Saëns. That was the first film music for the silent, till the current. I found almost there are no interesting film music through 80s, 90s, and now. So there are a lot of interesting music, in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Then it's getting a little shrunk to me. I don't know why, but one factor is certainly commercialism, but in film industry, there's always commercialism there. So, but when they started putting the single hits in the film, it's no good.
What do you feel about film music and the composers in most of the times comes last in the end title.
Yes.
But to me, a movie without a good film music is much worse than anything else. And I think a composer should at least come on second place after the director. Do you feel like being a stepchild or something like that of the film industry?
Sometimes I feel that, but on the other hand, well, many people say that the same thing. But music shouldn't be overwhelming the film. It's part of, it's a small part of the film. There are actors, actresses, props, and many things. So, but also, it's true that music has some control within the film. Yes, big role, big control. Yeah.
I just think of The Last Emperor. This movie without your music would be,
of course.
What?
Yeah, it's almost empty. Yes, that's true. Yeah, music has a big role in the film, but also, this is my belief that music shouldn't be overwhelming, too much overwhelming.
So, what are your next? Except this score competition here at the Berlinale.
Yeah.
What are you working on, a movie or something like that?
Can I tell?
Sure.
What's the original title of the?
When the Wind Blows.
When the Wind Blows, which is an animated film made in 80s, I think, in England, in UK, and. Do you know the Japanese film director Koji Wakamatsu? He's going to remake this film with real actors and actresses. And the subject of the original film was about the Cold War and nuclear war. But then we have Fukushima disaster. So it's a bit changed, rearranged for the nuclear plant accident, and it's real for us in Japan. So I'm going to make music for that.
So I'd be very curious how this music will sound then. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
I don't
you.
want to
Okay.
take too much
Thank you.
time.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.